part of the reason why it's my pick, well, there's two reasons. Well, there's more than that. Let's get into the first two. Okay. Big one is the fact that you're cheating a little bit in that you're wearing really 5 rings in one. So it's as though you stacked this together and you paid good money for each and every one, and they just fit together perfectly and they never really shift. But they're all bound together at the back. It's one ring. So that's one reason. The other reason is, frankly, I'm a frugal shopper and I'm looking around, I'm trying to look out for you too. This ring used to be $1,429 because it is not plated, but true 14 karat gold through and through. And 3/4 of a carat of diamonds. So that price tag makes sense. We have reduced this by $715. And then we took that price and divided it into 6 monthly payments of $119. That price reduction happened 6 hours and 41 minutes ago. It's just reduced today. But your 6 easy payments will go away at the end of the day, narrow window of opportunity. And I love everything about this, the fluid design, that stacked look, the fact that every portion of diamonds are kind of encapsulated and separated so that you really get credit for them and you appreciate and love every single one. But when I turn it over here, look how comfortable this is going to be. When you put you close your hand together, that's all you're going to feel, but that's what you're going to see. I've never seen anything like it.
No, we've never done anything like this before. It looks like 5 gorgeous 14 karat gold rings studded with diamonds, micro pave set under a microscope. You don't see anything at all. But you know, the whole layered look today. You know, whether you're laying your bracelets, whether you're laying your neck, or whether, you know what, you're stacking your rings. That's what we wanted to do here, but we wanted to make it easy. We wanted to stack them all ready for you. And by the way, 3/4 of carats of diamonds. You know, it needs to be a showpiece. When you have a ring of this size and this importance, it should have 3/4 of carat of diamonds.
All right, there are not many of these available. Fewer than 150 of these remain, but remember that you're seeing it now for the first time at a 50% discount. So certainly that makes it more enticing to a whole lot of people. But while we talk about those diamonds in the pave setting, I also have to reflect on this. And this is one thing you won't be able to experience until you get it home, the feel of the gold. It's cast. You can definitely, you know what a substantial amount of gold in a ring feels like, those of you who shop around, and fully finished underneath in that I love how even the finishing repeats that fluid
same design.
Look. Yeah.
You know, an under gallery is so important because not only does it finishes a ring and raises it to a couture level, but it makes it a comfort fit. It makes it very easy to slide on. It makes it very comfortable while you're wearing it.
Oh, and the glisten on this. I know we don't call this micro pave, but they're packed so tightly together.
It is micro pave.
Yeah.
To be able to do this, whenever you have a domed surface like this, and especially a surface that's not just straight across, very, very, very difficult to do.
It even happens in multiple heights.
Right.
So you've got 3 of them that are raised and then 2 that are nestled underneath. So it almost looks like you just poured the gold out and you sprinkled it with diamonds and it just kind of melted and conformed into this. And that's exactly what it looks like on the hand. So here we go back to that, boy, the bigger ring, the cocktail ring is something that's very important right now. But I always go to, well, that's great and I love the way that it looks, but is it going to be comfortable on the hand? And you can tell, as seamless as it is to the finger and how fluid that appearance is from the top, that it will be comfortable too. And I go back to, I'm going to repeat myself, but I feel like you get credit for the diamonds that you're buying here. Sometimes you may see or hear a carat weight and go, it doesn't really look like a carat, or it doesn't look like a half a carat. This is 3/4 of a carat that looks like more than that to me.
It does look like more than that. But I'm glad you mentioned the dimension on the metal, because it really is. This is very difficult to do, because if you look at it, it comes up on the side, gets larger, it graduates down, but then it twists. Did you see the twist there?
Yep.
Very, very difficult to do. The designer here was brilliant, because she wanted to do something that, number one, we'd never done before.
Yeah.
It's going to be so different, but so timeless, and something that you're going to wear out there and nobody else is going to have anything like it.
It's the first piece that I've seen in the show that makes me think of the word sculpture.
Right.
It's sculpted rather than assembled or, cast. Those words have popped up that always get me a little nervous, and those words are limited quantity, which means that we really are heading towards the finish line as far as our inventory goes. If you're watching with us for the first time, when you see those words pop up, that's code for you might want to act soon. And especially now that we have this available on 6 Easy Pays. For what you're getting and the 50% discount that you're seeing for the first time, I think it's great that we've done the highest Easy Pay that we offer. That simply means, for those of you new, if you're using Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover, Q Card, any of those, you can opt to take the $700 and spread that out over 6 months' time. But you don't have to wait 6 months to get it. You get it within 7 to 10 days, and then you have 30 days to decide, to ask your friends, to ogle it, to take it to your jeweler. We often say be careful when you're driving, because when you catch your hand on the steering wheel, your eyes will follow. And we don't want you to make any mistakes out there while you're driving. And isn't that a good problem to have? That's something so beautiful that it's downright distracting. J331108, my pick of the show. Hopefully it's been yours too. Lock in the Easy Pay because it will go away at the end of the day. Oh goody, it's coming back. So we brought this out earlier by popular demand. And